Thanks to you, this YouTube channel has reached a threshold where it's now making money through the YouTube Partnership Program. And whether it makes pennies or thousands of dollars, I need you to know that I am not going to make a dime from this channel. But I'm still going to monetize it. And I want to use this video to explain how and why I'm monetizing it, tell you a bit more about me and my motives, and let you know what I truly believe when it comes to homelessness and housing stability. Any profit this channel makes will be split annually as follows. 1/4 to my kids in equal amounts annually for their educational and/or life interest pursuits, which will be held in trust until they're 21 years old. 1/4 of it to my wife, who makes it possible for me to do what I do. 1/4 to OrCode employees except me during each fiscal year, allocated by tenure and performance, and 1/4 each year broken down to one or more of the following: a national homelessness organization in Canada, the United States, and/or Australia, a homelessness services and/or supportive housing initiative or program, a domestic violence program, a reconciliation initiative, a youth initiative, anything that is helping people with lived or living experience, a social media campaign related to homelessness and supportive housing initiatives or education, and/or the entity or entities that are involved in creating these videos. I want to be clear, I personally do not and will not make money as a result of advertising revenue on this channel or YouTube Premium subscriptions. I'm here to provide commentary, education, and advocacy for the issue of homelessness, housing supports, and related issues. For those of you just getting to know me, let me tell you a bit about myself. I started in this field in a mental health center in my undergrad, but I've had social justice jobs and volunteering opportunities before that intersected with poverty, food security, and housing security. I've worked in consulting and nonprofits. I've worked for a large municipal government, doing policy work on a broad range of housing and homelessness issues. I also had the great opportunity for that same government to lead a groundbreaking street outreach and housing support program. Late in 2009, I started consulting with OrCode Consulting. I've also been part-time faculty in the graduate planning program at York University for about a decade. Around the United States, Canada, and parts of Australia, I speak at conferences. I do training, I deliver keynotes, I do consulting work, and occasionally I do engagements with mainstream and social media. During the past several years, I've also been an advisor on various funding programs helping millions of dollars get into the sector. I've been an expert witness on matters of homelessness in the courts, even though I consider myself a lifelong learner. I provide advice and counsel to a broad range of interests and elected officials about homelessness and supportive housing. I also happen to be the author of the book on ending homelessness and the founder of the Leadership Academy on Ending Homelessness. I'm a fledgling YouTuber, and I'm a survivor of many experiences felt daily, but never talked about. So what do I believe? I believe homelessness has ended when every chronically homeless person has somewhere to live, something to do, and someone to love. Before you laugh me off, I also know it's cheaper to end homelessness than it is to manage it. If you don't believe me, go ahead and run the numbers yourself. Sanctioned tents, tiny shacks, they're not the permanent solution to homelessness. We can do better and we must do better. I'm hopeful we will see leadership on housing expansion and that we see that leadership in budget priorities, land use planning, and community engagement. I'm appalled it took the current crisis for us to get there. I'm hopeful that we can see a range of housing options, and those housing options can be reduced at various scales and for various populations. It's not recovery-oriented systems of care or housing first. It's both, done well with recovery. It's about expanding accessible and inclusive healthcare. It's considering the impact of poverty at the individual and societal level. It's about centering this work with equity. It's about expanding the availability of voluntary drug treatment and mental health facilities. I hope there are opportunities for repairing historical injustices in some manner along the way as well. I'm also hopeful that we can improve the education about homelessness and housing stability and how to work with people experiencing homelessness or who have exited homelessness. So that's what I believe. That's going to inform what we focus on this channel going forward. You will get my point of view, and even when you disagree, I hope it at least open your mind to a different way of looking at homelessness, housing supports, and related issues. But I also appreciate I can use money generated from YouTube to support initiatives that are important to me. My wife and kids have made so many sacrifices for me to be able to do what I do. They keep me motivated. I joke sometimes that ending homelessness is the family business because they make a huge sacrifice for it to be possible. And even my support network knows the importance of this. I'm also grateful for the Orco team that inspire me to be the best leader that I can be and are doing so much amazing work with communities and organizations. And I also want to support many different organizations that fuel me to keep going, that help me remain hopeful even amidst the crisis. So that's why I'm monetizing the channel. And that's a bit more about me, my background, and my beliefs. I hope you'll consider subscribing. Thanks to all of you who already have. Thanks for watching.